Hi, my name is Bob Fernandez, SEIU 1973, Connecticut, retired Navy, Senior Chief Hospital Corpsman who's proudly spent 10 years of his life with the United States Marine Corps providing medical support for them, veteran of the First Gulf War. Those boys and girls and those men and women who are in the sands of Iraq die and get hurt, and in the United States Marine Corps they call corpsman up. And if you ever see what an AK-47 does to a human body, what an IED can do to a human body, then the debate would end. War is a machine of death. And we dishonor these veterans because we went to war for a lie. A lie!
Delegates, please. Speaker, continue.
And we can sit in our comfortable hotels in Puerto Rico. And as those Navy vans and Army vans and Marine Corps white vehicles show up to those mothers, wives, and children, and given the flag of the United States of America for the greatest sacrifice that anyone can ever make. And meanwhile, 200,000 of my brothers and sisters live in the streets. People can't get health care in the Veterans Administration. We spend billions and billions of dollars. And then we're pro-vet, educational benefits. John McCain received his education at Annapolis at the U.S. Navy Academy. But every veteran who served in Vietnam had the right to go to college. These kids don't. These kids don't. And these kids are dying for a lie. Mr. President, I personally, and I urge my brothers and sisters in the labor movement of this country, stand up, defeat this resolution, and spend those billions of dollars at home treating these men and women. And sir, I call the question.
Thank you. Not permissible. Under our rules, you cannot speak and then call the question. Mic 4, please.
Oh, I call the question?
Mic 4. Everybody, please. Shh, trying to have an orderly debate. Mic 4.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. My name is Maria Guillen, and I'm a member of SEIU 1021. I also serve as a rank-and-file co-convener of U.S. Labor Against the War. So I am particularly appreciative and excited that the committee has found to put in the resolve that that SEIU should continue to support our troops by leading and supporting coalitions of union members, veterans, and others, such as U.S. Labor Against the War, who share our goals of. And I would like to support all the 4 bullets. Oh, that's a wrong choice of words. I would like to speak against the amendment, because even as we all heard our brothers speak of the sacrifice, I think we all know that the sacrifice has not spared one of us. It's not spared our communities. It has not spared our families. It has not spared our good name of our country. It has not done us any good. But what has been the solidarity that we have provided, and U.S. law has been at the forefront of bringing that solidarity to Iraq. And many of you have been in participation of some of the forums when we brought forward some of the Iraqi trade unionists who came to thank us And when I say thank us, I want to say that SEIU was actually one of the main contributors to U.S. labor against the war. So we should take pride in that. And as my other sister said, we need to continue support. Because as Mr. Lewis mentioned about from AIDS-free organization, the war is robbing us, and we have to struggle and pass a hat to be able to save people's lives in Africa. I contend that if this war could end tomorrow, if we had to hold a bake sale to raise the money to fund the war. So I urge you to turn down this amendment and support the amendment as whole as was originally described. Thank you very much.
Mike 1. Mike 1.
Mike Drunko, President SEIU Local 509. With respect to everybody's desire to speak, I would like to move the question.
Previous question has been moved and second to close debate. Those in favor of ending debate, please stand. Thank you. You can be seated. Opposed? Debate is closed. The discussion is now on the main motion. Oh, I'm sorry, we're now voting on the amendment. I apologize. It is moved and been seconded that we amend the resolution by striking the 2 paragraphs that you see on the screen. All those in favor of the amendment, would you please stand? All those opposed? The amendment is not adopted. On the main motion, Mike 2. Mike 2.
My name is Oscar Diaz, and I'm coming from LA, 721. And I'm very proud to be here practicing democracy. And I just want to let you know that one of the first soldiers that died in Iraq in the beginning was a young man from Guatemala who was seeking to become a citizen. And well, he couldn't make it. He's citizen of heaven now. But my only nephew of 15 grandchildren that my mama has, you know, everybody knew in the military, he was a citizen, he's a citizen. And he joined the army because he loved this country, becoming a citizen like a young man. He wasn't seeking anything else but to defend the country. And he went there and he was blessed. He wasn't hurt in anything, and he's with us, back to us. But there is a lot of people that, like the example that they were saying over here, that a young man went because he wants insurance for his family. So that's what happened. And but my nephew came back. He has my name. You know, they named him after me, and I'm proud of him, and he's proud of me. But the situation is that he doesn't care. He learned in the end that no packages was made for him, no scholarship, no nothing. Even he was told that he was working only part-time for someone else, not even for the military. So that's crazy. That's completely crazy. But still, I please ask everybody here to end the war, because it's an industry. It generates a lot of work and a lot of movement and everything. But when there is a good reason, this one is not a good reason. We don't have the need of dying there for a petroleum oil that we don't need because we have enough. This is for the future, 100 years from now. Canada is giving us the oil that we need right now. We don't need to pay so much money for that. But it's for the future, for our grandchildren that we are working for. But we don't need no lies. We have to stick on the truth and support all our children that are dying for nothing right there in Iraq. Please, I favor this proposition, and everybody goes for it. Thank you.
Point of clarification on Mike 5, I understand.
Marcia Rejo, 1199 Wisconsin. On the 4 points at the bottom of bringing home the troops, etc. You say shifting the resources or the billions of dollars. I'd like clarification because the way that's written, I believe any of that could happen at any time. And my concern is if we're not bringing the troops home before we pull
Excuse
the
me,
billions
I think
of
this
dollars.
is actually part of debate.
Well, when we do contract language, you can say this first, that second, or whatever. And all my clarification is there any protection in those 4?
I think we'll let the program committee chair speak, but I believe it speaks for itself, and I don't want to try to give clarification. If you're not for it, you should make an amendment or debate against it. So